attempt or less, they actually gain the momentum and take it away from the offense after a great return.
Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive is 6 on the scoreboard.
Right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Eagles have it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I've never given enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
This is Smith with the ground. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
At the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Great, set. Come, I know you want it. 73. Crowd left, Yeti.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown On their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
His throw incomplete.
They've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Gall. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. Pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
We go tonight. 20.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Goff now looks to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A big pickup there for the Eagles. First down, 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting into their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Hurts. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. There he goes, right side. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 59 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved, and certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He dumps it off to Barkley. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They go play action with Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Dre, set.
Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up.
His kick is good.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 15 inside the 45.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
From the gun, here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 9. Oh, he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Now when we think about big swings and scores before a half, we think offense, but this time, their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
After the interception, here's Goff. Throw right side, complete to Williams. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Goff now looking to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call it a timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. I got too many days. I don't even care. Get out of my way. Out of my way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 29, Hurts. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
It's a gain of 10. And the Eagle first down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 32 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch in a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, And then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense. Red. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. Out of coverage, a little too good there, and it's second down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Reed Blankenship.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Eagles.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking for Dotson. He's got him. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And these Eagles may have been the first to really perfect this play. Let Hurts take the snap, then get some help pushing from behind. This was so successful, some folks, including me, were calling for this play to be outlawed. While it's still in the books, no one runs it better than Hurts, and he takes this one in.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just a types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
There's Goff. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
When I see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset, this is the kind of play that'll do it. You force third and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and it converts on third down.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun. Goff. That'll be caught with St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's good.
The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them? Stop the run.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. All
and I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Good. Set. Trimmer.
Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Goal. The RPO will keep it himself. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
And they will take a knee here. Now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook, you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Let's see if they go back to base. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably